second base, Welcome to the Namely Family Stadium. I'm Connor Moore alongside Dom Galone. Dom, we got a good one on deck here. We have the Tampa Spartans coming in at 6-8 against the neighboring Wheeling Jesuit over here. This should be a good one. What do you look to see over here, Dom?
One thing I'm really looking for here is how McKaylee Dooley responds. She pitched 2 out of 3 games this past weekend against Rollins Tars. And Dooley's
Welcome to the...
I have no idea, bro.
Let's keep going.
Now batting number 23, Cassie
Can you
Holstein.
see it's popping up on that side, though? What's wrong with it?
Up to bat, the right fielder, Cassie Holstein. McKaylee Dooley was really impressive in her first start. She actually got the win both games for the season opener for the Spartans. That was a very impressive performance. She came in through a one-run complete game, and then she came in relief and followed up to give the Spartans a 2-0 start to the season against Warner. We sit at an 0-2 count. Dooley's ready, Holstein's ready, and the pitch. Punched out into left field. That's a base hit.
Right off the reach of Emily Profit, who's getting her first career start in the field this afternoon. Taking over for Christina Clawberg. Currently, Clawberg's got an injury, so she's not able to play tonight. But Profit will be interesting to look out for. She's a freshman.
Profit batting 6th. Big moment for the Spartan freshman. Now batting center fielder Molly Welsh. One down, 0-1 count here to Welsh. The 0-2 fouled off. Umpires for tonight's game. At home plate, Mike McDermott. At first base, Chris Hanukkah. The payoff from Dooley. Outside, 1-2 is the count. One, 2 to Welsh. Just a bit outside, evens the count, 2 apiece. Nice crowd on deck here as we look to close out February. March is tomorrow. Spartans will look for a new month, and the pitch is spoiled.
Spartans got a busy week next week. They got about 5 or 6 games during spring break stretch. And all of them are at home, so plenty of time to come check out your Spartans.
Spartans getting closer and closer to Sunshine State Conference play. They were predicted second in the preseason, right behind St. Leo. So Spartans will look to prove those predictors wrong and hopefully take a Sunshine State Conference crown.
And are currently sitting at 3-3 on the season. Like I mentioned, this past weekend they played the Rollins Stars. They dropped 2 of 3. So hopefully trying to bounce back here against this Cardinals team from West Virginia, actually. Didn't know where they were.
2-2. Outside, now a full count.
Yeah, Wheeling Jesuits played 8 games since Friday. They played in a tournament this past weekend, so they're probably a little fatigued. They also had a doubleheader last night, so.
Quick turnaround here, and the full count pitch. That's ball 4.
Yeah, they played Florida Southern last night, and in the first game they got no hit. So, not much of an offensive team, and Dooley should be able to shut them down here today.
Courtney Rogers batting cleanup. She's at first base. The runner is on first and second. Healthy cut, swung on and missed. 0-1 is the count. 0-1 from Dooley. Swung on and missed. Count quickly goes 0-2.
So as mentioned this past weekend against Rollins, they dropped both games on Saturday after winning on Friday night. The win on Friday night was good enough to get Coach Cantor's 600th career victory. And then on Saturday, they lost both games, and Dooley threw 140 pitches in Game 2. They went into 11 innings. It was a heck of a fight, heck of a battle, but they weren't able to pull it away with it.
1-2, fouled off.
Spartans.
Rogers enters here, Dom, as the RBI leader, 9 on the season for Wheeling Jesuit. As you were saying, look for McKaylee Dooley here to maybe try to go upstairs on the 1-2. There it is, strike 3. She gone. Big strikeout there for Dooley.
That's key there with 2 runners on. Cleanup hitter, able to send her down, swinging.
The catcher, Victoria Scott now, 2 down, steps to the dish. On the corner, strike 1. Infield playing straight up, as well as the outfield here for Scott. Pretty much the same pitch there, quickly 0-2 now.
Yeah, Dooley likes to work ahead. She doesn't allow many base runners by way of walks. She does pretty well with that. This year she's only got 8 walks on the season compared to 54 Ks.
Swung on and missed. She got 2 big strikeouts to conclude the top half of the first inning there for Dooley. We'll take a look at the lineup for the Spartans. In center field, Serena Cortez. Left field batting second, Shelby Press. McKaylee Dooley, the pitcher, batting third. Bailey Phillips, designated player, batting cleanup. Batting fifth is Maddie Farrell. Emily Profit, getting her first start, the freshman, batting sixth, playing shortstop. Emily Jansen's bats seventh, plays first base. Erica Matic at second, batting seventh. Lauren Pasco in right field, she'll bat eighth. And batting ninth. Playing third base, Kaylee Clark. Welcome back as we look to start the bottom half of the first inning. Serena Cortez is up for the Spartans. 1-0 is the count. She's ready. Punched foul. Count goes 0-2. Mallory Chapman on the mound. The Southpaw senior standing at 5'10" from New Martinsville, West Virginia.
Yeah, she's sitting at 2-3 on the season with a 1.16 ERA. Pretty impressive from the lefty.
Quick reaction there with an impressive snag. Looked to be a base hit if she didn't get it. That was right up the middle. Retires Cortez.
Now this is Shelby Press. This weekend in Game 3, she actually recorded the first home run for the Spartans on the season. It was inside the Parker, beat the right fielder over her head, and she was off and running. Scored 2 runs on that play, and evened it up for the Spartans, and then they went into extras and lost in the 11th. So it was a tough loss the other day, and I'm sure they're ready to bounce back here.
You mentioned her amazing work on the batting side. She also made some incredible web gem catches in the first few games that were really spectacular. Both sides of the game is Shelby Press playing great left field, doing it at the plate as well as the base tracks. Count even now, 2-2. Two pitch en route. Then we have a full count to Press. Pitch is punched foul. And we'll look to do it again momentarily. Chopper to second. A little bobble, but staying with it is Michaela Miller. Retires Press. Now Michaela Dooley up to the plate. Dom, this should be a great game. Mallory Chapman sports a .58 ERA. We already know what Michaela Dooley can do when she gets in her groove, so I look for this one to be a very good doubleheader. Two great pitchers going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, Dooley does it on the offensive side as well. She's one of the leaders in RBIs for the team. She's got 6 currently. She's a dual threat, and she gets it done in the circle and at the plate.
Dooley checks her swing there. 1-1 is the count. Early on the swing, and now it's 1-2.
Seems like Chapman's got a nice little off-speed pitch that she likes to go to here. See if the Spartans can key in on that.
1-2, punch down the right side of the first base line. We'll do it again. Sun's starting to go down. Take the sunlight out of the batter's eyes. Get ready for the night time. That one could be trouble. Coming in, making the play is Cassie Holstein. That'll conclude the first inning of play. 0-0. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We'll start the top of the second inning. Mallory Chapman, pitcher, facing Dooley. Healthy cut there. 0-1 is the count.
Chapman's another dual threat player. She's batting .310 on the season with 5 doubles. So lefty at the plate and lefty on the mound. Southpaw. Swings and misses at that one.
0-2 quickly now on Chapman. Payoff. Fouled off. Now, the one thing I love about McKaylee Dooley's game is she just gets the ball right after the pitch and she's ready on the mound.
I completely agree. It keeps the game moving, helps us out up here. I mean, it's a great thing for the game.
Keeps the fans involved as that pitch is right back up the middle. Dooley staying with it. Strong throw. Gets her by a half step.
It's good there. She didn't really rush. She stayed with it, got the out. She had enough time there. Good play there by McKaylee Dooley.
Dooley has such a strong arm. It really gives her a few more seconds to get a hold of the ball. A strong throw on to Jansen. 1 down.
Touching back on your pace of play by McKaylee Dooley, it also helps the fielders, too. They're not out there falling asleep or anything like that. I know the other day when we played Rollins' pitcher was kind of the complete opposite. She was walking a lot of players, and you could just see some of the outfielders just like looking in the sky, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Michaela Miller, second baseman up. 0-2 the count is on her. 1 down. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. She gone. Strikeout, McKaylee Dooley.
Now batting number
4th strikeout of the day. She's cruising.
Third baseman, Jackie Cramer, up to the plate.
A lot of left-handed hitters in this lineup. They've got 7 lefties hitting for Wheeling Jesuit this evening. Excuse me.
Oh, 2 is the count now on Cramer.
Spartans have a lefty pitcher of their own, Sam Kay. She's made 3 appearances on the season, 3 starts. But after her first one, she's really picked it up. She gave up 11 earned runs in her first start. Came back to second game, won a complete game, 7 innings, only allowing 2 runs. And then this past weekend, she kind of did the same thing, 7 innings strong, 2 earned runs. Excuse me, 1. Oh, that's
the punch out, very enthusiastic by home plate umpire Mike McDermott. She gone. McKaylee Dooley, back-to-back strikeouts. She looks on point in the early goings. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the second inning. Stay tuned.
Now batting number 15, Bailey Phillips.
Designated player Bailey Phillips batting cleanup will lead off the second inning for the Spartans. First pitch taken, strike 1 from Chapman.
Bailey Phillips, another true freshman. She's played in every game so far. 14 games, starting in most of them.
Batting cleanup for the Spartans, looking to get people on base so she can drive them in. Phillips, the true freshman out here. A lot of young players for the Spartans, so they'll be here for the future. This one's going to be trouble, and it's right up the middle. There's a base hit for Bailey Phillips. It's the Tampa Spartans' first hit of the game.
Now batting number 54, Maddie.
Not trying to do too much there, Dom. Just taking what she could get, outer portion of the plate, just going right up the middle. Good piece of hitting there.
A very good job by the freshman. You just tell she's poised and ready to be a star here for the Spartans for another 3.5 years.
Showing bunts, fouling it off was catcher Maddie Farrell. Some small ball by the Spartans showing early. Trying to test the corners here for Wheeling Jesuit.
Cramer, the third baseman's creeping in, expecting hands here. As Matty Farrell offers at it and misses.
We see the wheel play there on the bunt. Second baseman for Wheeling Jesuit, Michaela Miller coming in as the first baseman. Courtney Rogers came charging in. 0-2 here. See if Farrell swings away. The payoff.
It's a great job to lay off there by Matty Farrell.
The appeal to Hanukkah. She did not go. 1-2 is the count. Phillips leads off first. Pitcher's fouled off to the Wheeling Jesuit dugout. The 1-2 from Chapman on his way. Bounce to the plate, and now we're at an even count, 2-2.
It's a beautiful night out here we've got 2 games of softball. Wind's blowing to right field a little bit.
That is down the line. That's going to be trouble. Fielded cleanly and left by York. That'll be a stand-up double for Matty Farrell. She went up looking to bunt. Swings away, rips it down the third baseline past Cramer, and now the Spartans are in business. Second and third, no out. And here's the freshman Prophet, big opportunity looking to cash in.
Yeah, Prophet's been pretty clutch so far this year. Even though this is her first start, she's appeared in 5 games. She had a game-tying pinch hit RBI single.
That ball is fouled and dropped, so Prophet will stay up at the plate.
She's got life. That was Courtney Rogers, the first baseman, not able to corral it. And dropped it in foul territory.
Had it in the webbing of her glove.
Now batting,
Could not
number 19,
hold on.
Jansen.
Prophet takes strike 2. Oh, 2 Prophet just looking to make contact here, try to drive in the run. So on the black, 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that was Matty Farrell's 3rd double of the season so far. She's doing a good job for the Spartans, able to get on base and moving Bailey Phillips to 3rd.
1-2 now to Prophet. Chapman looking to avoid trouble. That ball could
fall.
And that's going to be a base hit. Profits for the Spartans. 1-0 Tampa. Just on the inner part of the plate there, punching it into left field. Great work by the freshman. And Don, it was just great base running. No outs. Matty Farrell had to make sure that ball dropped. Did not want to get doubled off second, so she'll be at 3rd. Runners on the corners for Emily Jansen now.
Pretty easy decision there as the infielders were in, trying to cut off the run at home plate, but that was right off the hands and over the shortstop's head. Nice job of hitting by Emily Prophet with 2 strikes there.
1-0 the count for Emily Jansen.
That'll be Prophet's 2nd hit of the season, 2nd RBI of the season.
The 1-0. That's going to be a base hit into right field. RBI for Emily Jansen. 2-0 Spartans.
That's another freshman contributor. True freshman. And she's played in every game so far as well. So like you mentioned earlier, freshmen are all over the place and pretty important for these Spartans.
Now up second baseman Erica Matic. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Still nobody out. Meeting at the mound between Chapman and Scott.
I think it's pretty cool that Coach Canner is letting these freshmen get so much playing time and sticking with them, because that was Jansen's 3rd hit and 33 opportunities. She's had 33 at-bats, only 3 hits, and it's kind of take a toll on her confidence, but Coach Canner keeps putting her out there every single game, having her redeem herself.
Definitely. Spartans just taking what they're given, not trying to do too much, finding the holes both on bloopers and just getting it through the right side. So now 2-0 here. Saw Matic go for a bunt there, so maybe some more small ball for the Spartans. Healthy cut by Matic, 0-2 the count.
Little fake punt slash there, trying to get the infielders moving around and try to find a hole.
Chapman looking to limit the damage here in the second inning, 0-2. Taken high, 1-2 the count.
It's nice to get 2 runs on the board here early for McKaylee Dooley. Try to set the way for a victory or two tonight.
Yeah, it definitely helps playing with a substantial lead. Not worried about a couple mistakes here and there. Keeping the game simple. That's what the Spartans are doing right now. And the pitch to Matic. This one is hit to the shortstop. She'll go the short way. Nice play there by Heather Penny, throwing on a Jackie Cramer. Gets the lead runner, 1 down.
Now batting, number 5, Lauren Pasco.
Right fielder Lauren Pasco up to the plate. Pasco takes ball 1. Pitch fouled off on the hands, 1-1. Big at bat here for both teams, Dom. Got Lauren Pasco really trying to break this game open, 2-0, whereas the game is still early, so Wheeling Jesuit, if they can keep it close, could look to strike back later. This could be trouble. Chopper to first. Rogers. Hesitation. Lauren Pasco running hard right out of the box. It pays off for the Spartans, and now the bases are full for the leadoff hitter, Serena Cortez.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it was a good job by Lauren Pasco to try to bring around the top of the order, and now their base is loaded for Serena Cortez here.
Correction, now batting number 14, Serena Cortez.
Cortez has 14 hits for the Spartans. They'll take one in any type of fashion. Only 1 down. Cortez looking to capitalize.
Even a sac fly will do the job. Put the ball in play, and only good things will happen.
Cortez has good speed. Put it on the ground. It'd be hard to double her up at the very least.
As long as the ball is not hit right back at the pitcher, Spartans should be able to drive in a run here.
1-0 to Cortez. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Because you got third baseman even with the bag and first baseman even with the bag. So I don't think they're going to be coming home with it as they creep in a little bit now, but don't think they're going to try to cut off the run at home plate.
1-1 to Cortez. Gets the corner. Not thrilled with the call. Nonetheless, 1-2 the count. Going to shorten up the swing here, just looking to make contact. 1-2 to Cortez. Spoiled. Foul. Spartans already have 5 hits here in the second inning. It just shows the depth this team has. They go around the order, top to bottom. It's as good as it gets. The 1-2. Taken ball. 2-2 now. Chapman, she needs a big-time pitch, either strikeout, pop-up, or a ground ball directly at a fielder. Going off speed, she gone. Chapman gets the strikeout. Big strikeout for Wheeling Jesuit.
That's a really good pitch and a really big situation there for the Cardinals. Able to get the leadoff hitter going down swinging. But here comes the table setter, Shelby Price. She's been in the 6-7 hole most of the year, and now she's batting in the second hole. I think that's in part to her consistency at the plate.
Making it hard to not bat her higher in the order with those numbers you mentioned before, Dom. Batting second now. Big position for the Spartans. Bases juiced. 2 outs. 2-0 Spartans. 0-1 to Press. Off speed, a little bit high, evens the count, 1-1.
Got Jansen on third, Matic on second, Pascal on first. Bases loaded here with 2 away.
The 1-1 press, grounds it to second. Taking it herself wisely was Heather Pinney. She flipped it there, Dom, to Michaela Miller. It would have been very close, and I think it would have been a real tough
bang,
call.
bang, that's for sure. I think it was a smart decision to take it by herself.
Absolutely. Gets him by a half step. Spartans get 2, though, in the second inning. We'll be right back to start the third.
Three runners left.
Whatever. I'm going to go talk to him in between innings, I think.
Now batting left fielder Elena York. Swinging and missing at the first pitch from Michaela Dooley. 0-1 as we start the top half of the third.
9-hitter here for the Cardinals. Be key if Dooley gets her away before they get back to the top of the order.
Credit Chapman, Dom, getting out of trouble there with 1 out, bases loaded. Really could have expanded that lead, and she kept it in order, so only 2-0. York takes strike 2 on the corner, 1-2 the count.
I feel like Erica Matic is abnormally far. Now she's backing up, but maybe she was expecting a bunt there. I'm not really sure.
1-2 to York. Swung on and missed. She gone. Another strikeout, Michaela Dooley. She is really looking at her best at the moment.
Now batting number 5, Heather.
6th strikeout of the evening. She's cruising, that's for sure.
Spartans just having fun out there, playing fundamental softball. First pitch to Penny, fouled off behind home plate. Heather Penny, a freshman here for the Cardinals out of Ohio. Erica Matic retires. Penny, nice running catch. The short outfield.
Now batting number 23, Cassie Holstein.
Right fielder Cassie Holstein up for the Cardinals.
Yeah, she's got the only hit for the Cardinals here tonight.
Batting an impressive .353 on the young season is Holstein.
She shows hands, but the umpire called it a strike. I think with the whole slashing approach or running out of the box, can't really see the outer half of the corner as the batter. Everything kind of looks outside. So that might have been where she decided to pull back there.
Kaylee Clark at third, playing very close at the hot corner. Jansen playing relatively close, but a few steps behind. Playing straight up the middle. And the 0-2 punch. This one will fall, a base hit. And we're seeing the full speed on display. She'll make it. Cassie Holstein has 6 stolen bases, so she really brings the wheels and the speed dimension to this Cardinal team. Trying to spark them here in the third.
Yeah, it was a good job there with 2 outs. Just put the ball in play, and she took off immediately. She ran out the box and was able to get in there in second. She's not only a triple and a home run away from the cycle now.
Not impossible. It definitely could happen. Molly Welsh has 2 RBIs on the season. Opportunity with a runner at second to get another one with a potential base hit.
Dooley really painting the outside corner here tonight, forcing the hitters to take it the opposite way.
The chemistry between Dooley and Farrell, so lethal for the Spartans. Farrell calls a good game. Dooley delivers. Automatic for the Spartans.
Yeah, they were a real good tandem last year. Last year, Maddie Farrell was a freshman, but she played in 39 games. Pretty important role.
1-2. Mike McDermott with the punch out. McKaylee Dooley, her 7th strikeout of the game, folks. This is a real pleasure to watch. 2-0 Spartans. We'll be right back.
Heading into the bottom of the third.
Welcome back to Namely Family Stadium. I'm Connor Moore alongside Dom Galone. We're ready for softball, bottom of the second. Chapman ready to deal to Bailey Phillips. Pardon me, bottom of the third. Right up the middle. That's a base hit. A rocket right at second base.
Now batting.
Great job by Dooley taking the ball the opposite way, getting some good contact on it, driving it right at the second baseman.
If Michaela Miller made that, could have been a top 10 play. We're going to have a pinch runner here for the Spartans.
Bree Taphouse coming on to run for the pitcher, Michaela Dooley.
Taphouse sports outstanding speed for the Spartans, giving them another threat and another thing for Chapman to worry about. Nobody down.
Bless you.
Pinch hitting for Tampa, pinch running for Tampa, number 10, Brianna Taphouse.
Bailey Phillips to plate here. She singled and scored last inning. Crossing the plate for the first run for the Spartans.
6 hits for the Spartans. So here we have a bunt that'll go foul. Cardinals were expecting it, playing extremely close on the corners. Pitch from Chapman, taken high, 1-1 the count.
So you got the lefty pitcher throwing to the lefty catcher, something you don't normally see.
They're very rare. Lefty catchers, not too usual, but strong arm is a strong arm. We can call a good game. 1-1, taken high, 2-1 is the count to Phillips. Spartans look down like they're really coming into their own. They've had a challenging schedule so far, but slowly coming together with, here's a bunt. This one's going to be trouble. Get the out at first. Advancing to second is Taphouse.
Yeah, Victoria Scott behind the plate, the left-handed catcher. She looks like she got an arm there. showed it off, throwing it down to first base to record the first out of the inning.
She threw a cannon to the first baseman, Courtney Rogers. Now up, Maddie Farrell. She roped a double down the third baseline after trying to bunt on the first attempts. They let her loose, and she delivered for the Spartans. Cracking again into the gap in center. This is going to go to the wall. Tap House scoring easily. It's a stand-up double. Her second of the game, Maddie Farrell. 3-0 Tampa.
Have a day, Maddie Farrell.
Now batting number 4, Emily Profit.
She was not wasting no time over there. First pitch ready to swing. Hits it into the left center field gap.
Drives in her 7th RBI on the season. Farrell having a heck of a night at the plate so far.
Emily Profit, shortstop. Her first career Spart. Looking good for the Spartans. This one could be trouble, and it will. This is going to be up against the wall. This looks like it's going to be a triple. The relay, it's going to be close. And Emily Profit, right center field gap, 4-0. It's a triple. And that could have been an inside the Parker, perhaps, but with only one out, not going to risk it there.
You know, she's having a huge collegiate starting debut. Now with a triple and a single, 2 RBIs. Heck of a night here for Emily Profit.
Cardinals meeting at the mound, trying to gather themselves as the Spartans have really dialed in and connected over these past 2 innings, 4 runs. Now they have 8 hits, and they look like they're just getting going.
Yeah, Wheeling Jesuit taking a mound visit here. Head coach Sarah Pellegrini, her 2nd season with the Cardinals. Probably trying to calm her pitcher down and help her settle in and focus.
Spartans look to end February with a bang. Here we are in the bottom of the 3rd, already 4-0. Emily Jansen with Emily Profit on 3rd, 1 out. RBI opportunity for Jansen.
Yeah, I wonder if the fatigue setting in, having played 8 games since Friday for the Cardinals here. And Chapman's been on the mound for a lot of them. She's pitched 36 innings so far on the season with a 2-3 record. But I wonder if the lefty's velocity's going down a couple notches.
1-1 now, the count to Jansen. Pitch taken on the outside corner. Now 1-2.
Last inning, Jansen single with an RBI, driving in the 2nd run of the ball game for the Spartans. Like I said, these freshman contributions are everywhere.
We're seeing these Spartans grow so quickly over here. Starting to look like they're not freshmen. Looks like they belong. And already a few games under their belt, they look like they are ready to play with the best of the best. This one could be trouble. Here comes scoring, standing up is Emily Profit. Got a good read as the pitcher Chapman went directly to first to Rogers. Did not look back where Profit was halfway down the line. She scores standing up, 5-0 Tampa.
Yeah, standing up. Coach Canner wasn't too happy about that. Coach Canner wants her to slide into the plate. But great job by Profit going on contact. And heck of a job by Emily Jansen driving in another run.
Yeah, I think Profit did not think that play was going to be that close. She thought she had a few extra steps. It really was a quick one at the plate that umpire McDermott right on top of. Erica Matic at the plate. Base is clear, 0-2, 2 outs. Taken outside.
Now the Cardinals got another pitcher, Erin Unterbrink. Wonder if she'll come in next inning for the Cardinals. Maybe it's time to switch things up. Try to send the right-handed pitcher out there compared to lefty, as this is the 2nd time through the lineup for the Spartans, and it's only the 3rd inning.
Swung on and missed. Scott throws to Rogers. Strikeout retired. Chapman gets out of the inning, but not before the Spartans score 3 more, 5-0. Spartans will go to the 4th. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back in action. Top of the 4th. First baseman Courtney Rogers fouls off the first pitch from McKaylee Dooley. Dom, what has impressed you the most about Dooley in terms of her demeanor, just going right out there, inning after inning, pitch after pitch? She's electric at the moment, holding these Cardinals hitters to only 2 hits through 3 innings.
I think you hit it right on the nose. She's going right at these hitters. She's not giving them anything to hit, first of all, but second of all, she's not putting any free runners on base by walks. She's really just going after them and making them do the work at the plate.
She's ahead again like she's been all night. 1-2 now on Rogers. The payoff as Rogers digs back into the dish. The pitch. Swung on and missed. One with the high cheese. She gone. 8th strikeout. McKaylee Dooley is on fire right now for these Tampa Spartans.
Now batting number 14, Victoria Scott.
Victoria Scott, southpaw catcher at the plate. She'll take strike 1. The 0-1 to Scott. Taken for strike 2. Dooley is dealing at the moment.
Dooley's career high in strikeouts in one game is 11 against Valdosta State, who's ranked 18th in the nation when they took him on earlier this season. So keep that on your radar as we go along here. It's only the top of the 4th inning. Dooley's got 8 Ks.
Really making life easy for these defenders who just get the pleasure of just watching her go through these hitters. Pitch is fouled off. We'll look to do it again. Defense playing straight up, as well as the outfield. 1-2 from Dooley. Taken strike 3. An emphatic punch out by Mike McDermott. It will result in the 9th strikeout of the evening for McKaylee Dooley.
Not to discredit Dooley's work on the mound here, but McDermott behind the plate. Strike zone's a little wide, so I think he's helping out the pitcher a little bit here tonight.
I always like an umpire with a ferocious strike 3 call. Take a seat. Spartans in the driver's seat at the moment. 2-0 the count. Dooley, for once, has been behind in the account. Trying to get back on track here. 2 down, 2-0 count. Up at the dish, Mallory Chapman. Pitcher versus pitcher here.
Trying to help herself out. Get these Cardinals in scoring position. They need base runners first. But Mallory Chapman trying to help herself out. Like you said, pitcher versus pitcher.
You see McKaylee Dooley, she got it behind 0-2, took a few deep breaths, got back in order. Healthy 5-0 lead. Looking to operate here, 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch. Swung and missed. McKaylee Dooley.
Cruising. Absolutely cruising. 10 Ks already. Only the bottom of the 4th inning. Heck of a performance by her tonight.
All smiles for the fans, putting on a show. We'll be right back.
Interesting to see Chapman still out there for the Cardinals. Trailing 5-0, you think they might want to switch things up?
First pitch to Lauren Pasco from Chapman, taking for a ball.
Lauren Pasco.
I think Lauren Pasco has one of the best warm-up music songs in this lineup. Tessie, one of the great songs.
Yeah, she's from Old Saybrook, Connecticut, so she's a Red Sox fan, and you know how they love that song up there in Boston.
Very inspirational song that was played throughout the New England region. This one is shot back to Chapman. She'll throw to Rogers. Pasco retired, one down here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll go back to the top of the lineup. Serena Cortez at the dish for the Spartans.
Yeah, she's been struggling a little bit recently. This weekend didn't have many hits, but she's still a senior leader on the team, and the team goes as she goes.
Cortez in that leadoff spot, demonstrating terrific speed, always a threat.
The one thing we saw this past weekend was she was switching to the left side, and she was actually trying to slash a little bit, put some bunts down, and show off her speed.
Count even 1-1.
She's got more power from the right side, but she really does have a set of wheels, and when she's in that left side, she's halfway out the box right as she's making contact. So pretty impressive by her to be able to switch hit now and then.
1-2 the count on Cortez.
So Cortez got injured the back half of last year. She only played in 29 games, and so she had a left leg injury. So we haven't really seen her run that much, but her freshman year she led the team in stolen bases. So I wonder if she's ever going to get back to full strength.
That will be a base hit right up the middle. Serena Cortez leading the team coming into the game with 14 hits. She'll expand on that, and that's good thing to see if you're a Spartan fan, going right up the middle.
Bringing up one of the hottest hitters on the team, Shelby Press.
Shelby Press came into this affair batting .310 for the Spartans, as you mentioned. Who's batting in the bottom half of the lineup, now getting a shot in the top half, batting second. She'll foul out the first pitch.
Yeah, Shelby Press is a transfer. She went to South Florida State College for her first 2 seasons, and now she's lucky enough to be here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Interesting stat for you at South Florida State College. She stole 25 bases in 2 seasons. Pretty impressive, and I think she's been trying to get Coach Canada to let her run a little bit more here at the University of Tampa.
No doubt about it. I want the Spartans team to continue their aggression both on the base passes. I like the small ball tactic that they're going to. Ahead in the count now, 2-1 Press. Interesting, we mentioned Chapman's still out there. It'll be interesting to see how much longer she'll be throwing the ball. Chopper to the shortstop. Go the short way. Get the lead runner out at second. Penny to Miller on the out. It'll be a fielder's choice. Kaylee Dooley be batting now against Chapman. Takes the first one for a strike.
She singled and scored last inning, but heck, she's in a groove in the circle right now.
Game is coming easy to Michaela Dooley. Thriving for the Spartans. Quickly 0-2.
You mentioned how Dooley always gets the ball and gets right back into the circle. That's got to be a key in why she's so dominant tonight. Getting in that rhythm, getting in that groove, and not looking back from it.
And we mentioned before, she throws a lot of pitches, but she goes fast, so it's hard to yank her when she's just doing so great and so electric, even though the pitch count might be a little bit higher than they would like. Quick inning there for Chapman. Spartans go down without scoring. We'll head to the 5th inning right after this.
At the bottom of the board, no run.
Welcome back to the Namely Family Stadium. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Connor Moore alongside Dom Galone. 5-0 for the Spartans.
Michaela Miller.
Second baseman Michaela Miller next to face Dooley. First pitch, taken for a ball. 1-0 the count. Pitch swung on and missed, evens the count, 1-1. And the pitch is hit sky high. Shortstop Profit makes the catch. Impressive adjustment there by Profit. Lost it in the air for a split second. Recovers, makes the out.
Yeah, I wonder if she had a hard time maybe seeing the ball with the twilight. But with that big yellow softball, shouldn't be too hard.
Absolutely. Lights might have been a factor as well. Nonetheless, she makes the out.
I think we have a pinch hitter here.
We do have a pinch hitter.
It'd be number 9, Ashley Ledbetter.
Replacing Jackie Cramer.
She's a 5'10" sophomore.
Now batting number
Pretty
9,
tall.
Ashley
As I stand at 5'7", everybody's tall
Absolutely.
compared to me, you know.
One down. Taken for a strike.
Right down Broadway.
Ashley Ledbetter is a catcher. 5'10", from North Carolina. Stately. Quickly 0-2. Swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Michaela Dooley, she gone the punch out.
That'll tie her career high
for
in
Elaine.
one game at 11.
Swung on and missed.
I think it would be a safe assumption to say she's going to break that here tonight. Probably get to number 12 and probably more.
Why stop anywhere? Michaela Dooley is in the zone right now. Taken, and again, 0-2 is the count. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here for Michaela Dooley. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Michaela Dooley looking sharp.
Going into the bottom of the 5th,
That'll conclude the top half of the fifth. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fifth. Stay with us. Welcome back.
Now batting number 15, Bailey Phillips.
Bailey Phillips, designated player, up for the Spartans. We see Chapman still out there now.
Yeah, I think the fatigue setting in. She only threw 2 warm-up pitches this in between innings here. She's ready to go and get this inning rolling.
Something to think about for the viewers just joining us. This is a doubleheader. Perhaps the Cardinals just trying to get some length here to save their arms for the second half of this game. It's 5-0 right now. Certainly possible for a comeback, but Spartans and McKaylee Dooley in particular are dealing.
Got their foot on the pedal and not laying off. As Phillips swings and misses that pitch.
Even though the Spartans are 6-8, McKaylee Dooley is playing this well, and the whole lineup is batting the way they are. This team is dynamic, and they're very, very scary for opposing teams. 2-2 to Phillips. Nobody out. Chapman ready for the payoff. Taps right back to Chapman. Fields nicely. Throws to Rogers. Retiring Phillips. We have a pinch hitter, Rachel Foote. Pinch hitting for Maddie Farrell.
Now batting number 11, Rachel Foote.
So we'll see Rachel Foote now bat for the Spartans.
I believe this is her first appearance on the season. She's a senior. She's one of the leaders on the bench, and she really helps guide some of these younger players. I remember I spoke to her at the beginning of the season, and all she talked about was as many freshmen as they had on the team and how they were going to contribute. And sure enough, that's been the outcome.
No doubt about it. Serving as a mentor to some of these younger players for the Spartans, how to deal with adversity and how to remain positive and play through tough stretches throughout the duration of the season. Healthy cut by Foote, 0-1. Count evens, 1-1 to Foote.
Nice shot by Coach Canner here, trying to get Rachel Foote extra bat here and there. As, like I mentioned, normally she's not really in the lineup, but it's nice to see the senior out here getting some playing time.
No doubt about it. Senior here, very good relationship, trust here. Come in, give a good at-bat, catch the final 2 innings of this game for the Spartans. And the pitch is fouled off. Staying alive is Foote, 1-2.
Sounds like the Spartans in the dugout trying to rally behind their senior here, and hopefully she finds a way to get on base.
And the pitch. Taken 2-2 the count.
Standing on deck is Emily Prophet. She's had a heck of a night so far in her first collegiate start. She's 2 for 2. She's got a triple and a single, 2 RBIs. So hopefully Rachel can get on here and Emily can keep doing what she has been.
A lot of good signs for the Spartans. Contributions for everybody.
That one's off the fists and fouled on the left field line.
Yeah, good job by Rachel Foote here, the senior, making Chapman work. It's already been an eventful game for her, not one of the best outings of her career, but she can still keep this game within reach. Swung on and missed.
Rachel Foote trying to get them legs working, trying to show off the wheels.
Perhaps trying to fool the umpire. I think it was maybe on a hop. She gone, though. Strikeout for Chapman. Now up the freshman Prophet, looking to continue on her already tremendous game. The shortstop, freshman, at the dish. Take strike one.
As we mentioned in the opening, Christina Klauberg not playing due to injury, but Emily's really stepped up and filled that void for the Spartans here tonight. Pretty impressive from the true freshman.
That one is served out in the left. Nice catch there. Elaine York. That will conclude the bottom half of the fifth inning. We'll get ready for the sixth. 5-0 Spartans. Stay tuned. As we prepare for the sixth inning between the Cardinals and the Spartans, Heather Pinning, leadoff, shortstop, will be next to face McKaylee Dooley.
Now playing center field for Tampa, number 6, Alex Walton. Now batting, number 5, Heather Penny.
Yeah, so Rachel Foote will stay behind the plate for the Spartans as she came on from Maddie Farrell. And then Alex Walton is currently in center field, I believe.
Yeah, Dom, Alex Walton, number 6, the senior, out of St. John's, Florida, taking over for Cortez in center. McKaylee Dooley ahead in the count once again, 0-2.
Yeah, another senior that's kind of the bench leader on the team. And like I said by Coach Canner, it's nice to see some of the players who don't normally get playing time out here tonight.
McKaylee Dooley is just dealing at the moment. 1, 2, 3, strikeout at Penny.
Now batting, number 23, Cassie Holmes.
Looking to make this a career high in terms of Ks.
Yeah, she's up to 13 now. Previous career high was 11. Dooley's in a groove, not looking back.
A bunt here. Nice play. The bare hand throw, strong throw for the Spartans there.
Yeah, Kaylee Clark down there at third base. Heck of a job, heck of a fielder.
Now batting, number 6,
She deserves that spot in the hot corner.
Making it look easy with the bare hand. 0-2 for the Spartans now. Kaylee Dooley is dealing. Molly Welsh up to the plate. Count evens 1-1. One. Alert heads-up play by McKaylee Dooley.
Making it look easy.
Directly at her.
heading into the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors.
McKaylee Dooley holding the Cardinals to 2 hits through 6 innings. 3 outs away from a complete game shutout. Spartans having a good time out here. As we look ahead to the upcoming schedule for your Tampa Spartans, have another game following this one against Wheeling Jesuit. Friday, March 2nd, your Spartans travel to Melbourne, Florida. They'll play Florida Tech for a Friday-Saturday contest. Tuesday, March 6th, they'll host Southwest Minnesota State here at 2 o'clock. Wednesday, March 7th, they'll host Chestnut Hill, 2 o'clock. Friday, March 9th, they host Lynn here at 6 o'clock. So join us for those games.
Plenty of games on spring break, and this is where I'll be. Hope you'll join me for a game or two and keep this broadcast rolling.
What a catch for the Cardinals. Outstanding, Molly Welsh.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting there by Emily Jansen.
Now batting number 12, Erica
But even better play by Molly Welsh out in center field for the Cardinals.
Baseball and softball, interesting games. Sometimes you get hit it so hard you rope it right at someone. Other times you get lucky with a soft one that just falls in between. Nice play there. Impressive defensive plays. First 2 outs for the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice play there by Heather Pinney over there, shortstop on the backhand. Able to sling it over to first base where Courtney Rogers scooped it out of the dirt.
Yeah, great pick by Rogers. Both ends. Nice backhand throw by Penny.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here. We're going to have Taylor Farrell coming on. She's a senior for the Spartans. She's played in 10 games so far. She got 2 hits on the season and 23 at-bats. So try to add to that total here tonight.
It's nice to see many different Spartans come through for this team, showing the depth. It's incredible.
Showing the depth, the versatility of the Spartans lineup. And it's a luxury of being in these 5-0 ball games where you're cruising to a nice little lead. And you got Dooley on the mound who's reinforcing that lead and shutting the Cardinals down.
Yeah, having a nice, healthy lead always comes in handy. Only 3 outs away, the Spartans are, from victory. And, Dom, if they win this first and second game, they can go back to 500 at 8-8, and that's something the Spartans will really look to build off of as they continue on this season. Impressive pick there at third base for Jackie Cramer. So incredible defense, 1, 2, and 3 for the Cardinals. We'll get ready for the 7th. Spartans are 3 outs away from victory. Welcome back. Kaylee Dooley gets ready. 3 outs away. She's been on fire all game long. Looking for the complete game shutout here.
Yeah, if she's lucky enough to get 3 outs here without any runs, this will be her 3rd complete game shutout of the season.
Courtney Rogers, Jr., out of Hurricane, West Virginia, faces an 0-1 count against Dooley. 0-2.
Dooley dealt last Friday night as well with the complete game shutout versus Rollins on their way to a 2-0 victory for the Spartans. But in that game, she had only 6 strikeouts compared to tonight where she's got 13, 14, so many that I can't even keep track.
Hey, Dooley doing a great job with the rising fastball, tempting these Cardinal hitters with pitches eye level. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Add another strikeout to McKaylee Dooley's tally tonight.
Yeah, that'll be number 14 on the night for Dooley, only allowing 2 hits and 1 walk. Having a phenomenal night for the young junior.
Michaela Dooley is keeping it simple. She's telling her team, spectators, just take a seat and watch.
She says, I got this. You.
Chopper, second baseman, Manich, nice play going down to her knees, and the Spartans are 1 out away from the shutout and the win.
Yeah, this is Dooley's 11th start of the season, and in all 11 games, she's gone complete games. So, shows the endurance and the stamina that Michaela Dooley's got on the mound.
And holding the Cardinals to 2 hits just shows that she's not getting lucky. She's not getting out of jams. This should do it. Sky high pop-up coming in from left field and making the catch for your Spartans. Lauren Pasco. Spartans are victorious. 5-0 is the score. We'll be back in a brief moment after a quick intermission for the second half of this doubleheader. Spartans improved to 7-8 on the season. Willing Jesuit goes to 3-8. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the second game. Welcome back to the Namoli Family Stadium. I'm Connor Moore alongside Dom Galone. Dom, we saw an outstanding performance by the Spartans behind McKaylee Dooley. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, along with 14 strikeouts. And the Spartans improved to 7-8 on the season.
Yeah, she was really impressive, Connor. Hope to see the same here from Sam Kay. Bouncing back off last weekend when she pitched against Rollins Tars. She went a complete game. 7 innings in that one, only allowing 1 earned run to go along with 7 Ks. So Sam Kay, left-handed sophomore.
2-0 count now to Cassie Holstein. Holstein had the lone 2 hits for the Cardinals against Dooley, so she'll get a crack. She was at the 2-hole for the first game. She'll lead off now for the Cardinals. And Holstein will walk on 4 pitches, so Sam Kay try to get her command on track following 4 consecutive balls, which lead to up to the dish. Heather Penny.
Now batting number 5, Heather.
Yeah, Maddie Farrell behind the plate. She's got to be aware of Holstein on first. Holstein leads the team in steals with 7 this year for the Cardinals.
Chopper. Underhand play there for the Spartans. Play made by Erica Matic. Throwing to Jansen.
Number 6, Molly Welsh.
Molly Welsh had a walk in the first portion of the game. One 0. Two and 0 to Molly Welsh. Delivery from Kay. Ball 3.
Yeah, the one thing about Sam Kay is she doesn't have the, I'd say, control that McKaylee Dooley has. In the first 2 starts of the season for Sam Kay, she threw 5 walks in the first 2 starts, but then this past weekend she went the complete game with no walks. So she's already got 1 here this evening. Hopefully she can limit them as we move on throughout this game.
I like the mound visit here for the Spartans. Just taking a deep breath, settling down.
Yeah, assistant coach Jackie Davis. It's her 11th season as the pitching coach here at the University of Tampa. She's coached 3 All-Americans so far in her time on the staff. Pretty impressive.
She certainly knows how to weather the storm, so Sam Kay will look to bounce back. 3-0 count to Molly Welsh as Heather Penny stands off second with 1 out here in the top of the first. Thanks again for joining us. A beautiful Wednesday night here in Tampa, Florida. 3-0. Ball 4, Penny storming to third. She'll make it in, and now runners on the corner. 1 out for the first baseman, Courtney Rogers.
Yeah, that's a speed there from Holstein. Able to advance on the I wouldn't want to call it a wild pitch, but
Courtney Rogers.
We
the
saw
ball in the dirt to Maddie Farrell.
We saw in the first game, Dom, Courtney Rogers is susceptible to the strikeout. She had 3, so either a hard ground ball directly out of field or potentially for a double play or a strikeout is what Sam Kay will look for to escape trouble here in the top of the first.
A little bit of a different look here in the field for the Spartans here in Game 2. At third base, you got Bailey Phillips, the freshman.
Here's a chopper. This one, nice job by Kay holding the runner in check at third. She'll get Rogers at first. Advancing to second is Welsh.
It's a tremendous job there by Sam Kay, looking the runner back to third.
Now batting number 14, Victoria.
Getting the easy out at first rather than trying to turn 2 and force something, maybe throw the ball away. But she did the smart play, going to first base and getting the second out of the inning.
Big at-bat here for Victoria Scott, catching both games tonight for the Cardinals. 1-0 as Scott prepares to face Sam K. The sophomore delivers on the black for a strike. 1-1 the count. Chopper, nice play by Sam K. Throwing to Jansen. She avoids trouble as that will conclude the top half of the first inning. Stay right with us.
Heading into the bottom of the first.
We'll take a look at the Spartans lineup. Center field leading off Serena Cortez. Batting second, playing left field, Shelby Press. Designated player, batting third, McKaylee Dooley. Playing the hot corner, batting cleanup, Bailey Phillips. Batting fifth and catching, Maddie Farrell. The freshman, Emily Profit, bats sixth. She'll play shortstop. Emily Jansen will be at first base, batting seventh. Playing right field, Lauren Reyes. Erica Matic playing second base. And the pitcher, Sam K. will conclude the lineup for the Tampa Spartans. Erin Unterbrick will be on the rubber for the Cardinals. So I'm taking a look at Erin. We'll see if Unterbrick, the junior out of Raymond, Ohio, staying at 5'11", the tallest member of the Cardinal squad, how she can do against Cortez, leading it off, strike one.
Yeah, Unterbrink is 1-4 on the season, 28 innings. She's got a 4.69 ERA. So hopefully Spartans offense will be able to take advantage of that and get some runs on the board here tonight.
Chopper right at Unterbrick coming in third base, strong throw. Very impressive play, Jackie Cramer, and that sparked some life from the faithful of the Cardinals. One down.
That was a big play there by Jackie Cramer, staying along with it as the ball originally tipped off Unterbrink's glove.
It's a great point, Dom. Unterbrick did not look like she was going to get it, so coming in to save the day is Cramer storming over from third base. Press shows bunt, takes strike one. The 0-1. Served in the shallow right field. That will fall. Base hit, Shelby Press.
Yeah, that's Shelby's first hit of the evening. She went 0 for 3 in her first game. Great job by her getting her wheels on. She's a threat on the base path for sure for the Spartans.
McKaylee Dooley is next to face Unterbrick. Pitch chopped. This could be two. There's one. The relay in time. Double play. Impressive play. Unterbrick throwing onwards to Heather Penny. And Courtney Rogers is there. That will conclude the first inning 0-0. We'll be right back for the top of the second right after this. Welcome back to the Namoli Family Stadium. 0-0 after the first inning of play. Mallory Chapman, starting pitcher in the first game, is the designated player. Batting sixth, she will lead off for the Cardinals. First pitch fouled off.
Now batting number 28, Mallory Chapman.
A 1 from Kay to Chapman. He's punched, coming on strong in left field, making an impressive running catch is Shelby Press. 1 down.
Good read there by Shelby Press, coming in on that ball, able to corral it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 20,
Michaela Miller, still looking for her first hit of the inning. She was 0 for 2 in the first game, playing second base. Takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Kay delivers. Strike 1. One pitch. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2.
As I mentioned earlier, this is Sam K's fourth start of the season, excuse me. So that one's roped right at Shelby Press. Pretty easy play for her out in left field. But getting back to what I was saying, Sam K, fourth start of the season, and I mentioned in the opening that in her first game, she allowed 11 earned runs, but that was to an impressive team. That was to Valdosta State, who's ranked 18th in the nation. They're a top contender for the NCAAs this year. Nice to see her be able to bounce back, though, and she had and looks like the umpire's going to call her out. I'm not really too sure what happened there.
Looks like, yeah, she had a running start out of the box, fouled it off of her leg, and she was in the field of play, thus that will conclude the top half of the second inning. Home plate umpire, Chris Stahanica, who was at first base in the first game. Now, the crew chief, he was right on it. Call made. We'll get ready to go to the bottom of the second right after this. Here we go. We're ready for action. Bailey Phillips leading it off in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0. Tampa Spartans against the Wheeling Jesuit Cardinals. Aaron Unterbrick delivers. And the pitch taken outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Taken 2-0. Hitter's count for Bailey Phillips here. Batting in the cleanup spot for Tampa. Dom, it's 3-0. Do you give Phillips the green light here?
I'll say probably not. Trying to get some base runners on and do something with them, as you have Maddie Farrell coming up. She was 2 for 2 in game 1.
Unterbrick finds the strike zone there.
Although that was right down Broadway, so maybe you should have given her green light.
Phillips working the count now. Still in a favorable 3-1 matchup. Pitch. Got a full count now. Aaron Unterbrick responding with 2 pitches. in the strike zone. And the payoff. Spoiled foul.
This is Bailey Phillips. She leads the team in hits and an average. She's batting .324 this year. As a true freshman, pretty impressive for her.
Looks very comfortable at the plate. Full count on its way. That's going to be a base hit. Roped into center field. Bailey Phillips continues her outstanding young season. Getting on base for the second hit of the night for the Spartans here.
Here comes Maddie Farrell. As I mentioned, she went 2 for 2 in the first game. Having a heck of an evening. Try to carry that over, carry the momentum into game 2.
No outs. Maddie Farrell at the plate. Phillips leading off first. Let me see a bunt. Nice adjustment there by Michaela Miller off a errant throw by Jackie Cramer. They get the out at first. Advancing to second is Bailey Phillips.
Number 4, Emily Prophet.
Don, we talked about it coming in, how Emily Prophet would respond to her first career start as a Spartan. And in that first game, it was all positive results. She had 2 hits, 2 RBIs. She came across to score for a run, and she has an opportunity here with a runner on second.
Yeah, she laced the triple in the right center field. Really got things rolling for the Spartans.
What makes the Spartans team so tough to beat is the ability for any one player, any given time, to beat you. Prophet chops one to short. Nice strong throw there by Heather Penny. Advancing to third is Bailey Phillips. 2 outs.
Now batting number 19, Emily Jansen.
I look for Jansen here to just stay true, get a base hit, deliver in the Spartans' first run here. Keeping it plain and simple. Just foul. Could have been trouble down the right field line. A little bit early was Jansen there.
Yeah, Jansen's only RBI of the season this year came on a bases-loaded walk, which actually tied the game for the Spartans against Young Harris. It was a 12-pitch at bat in which she worked the final walk and got her first RBI of her young career.
See if Jansen can capitalize with the runner on third. 2 outs on the bottom of the second. 1-1 count. Unterbrick's ready. Jansen is ready. Here we go. Lifted foul. Count goes to 1-2. Look for Jansen to shorten up her swing here with a 2-strike count. Unterbrick delivers. Going to be a routine play for Courtney Rogers. Aaron Unterbrick avoids the runner. 1 left stranding as we go to the third inning. Stay right with us. 0-0. Cardinals and Spartans.
No runs, 1.
Welcome back to the Namoli Family Stadium. I'm Connor Moore alongside Dom Galone. Dom, we get ready to start the third inning here. Sam K delivers the first pitch. Interesting to see here. Kay responded well after an errant first inning, although she avoided no damage. She looks much more comfortable there on the rubber.
Yeah, she definitely settled in there in the second inning. And this is the bottom of the lineup here. Elaine York's up at the plate.
Elaine York playing left field. 2-0 count to York.
It'll be key to get this out here before they get to the top of the lineup, where Cassie Holstein's shown she's got some wheels.
Holstein's the only one that's given trouble out of this Cardinal lineup to the Spartans. 2 hits in the first game and got on here. York slaps it right at Matic to Jansen. 1 down.
So that was close there. It seemed like she was almost outside the box when she made contact with that. Umpire's already called that once tonight. She's got to be careful next time she's up at the plate.
Holstein up at the plate, playing right field.
She walked back in the first inning, but she was stranded at third base. Great job by Sam Kay. There was a ball hit right back at Sam Kay, and she looked Holstein back to third and got the easy out at first base.
Things were getting dicey in the first inning. Spartans looking like they might concede a few runs. Great job by Kay. Here we go. Chopper. It would be off the glove of Profit. On base again is Holstein, and now, Dom, you got to look for these wheels of Holstein. Such a threat, both on the base paths.
Now batting number 5, Penny.
Holstein on the move. She'll have to retreat as that ball is fouled off by Heather Pinney, the shortstop.
Yeah, it looked like Profit caught it in between hop there and wasn't too sure if she should have charged it or if she kind of sat back on it. And that's what happens when sit back on your heels, the ball eats you up sometimes.
0-1 fouled off. Now 0-2 on Penny.
Foul straight back, called a nick of Maddie Farrell behind the dish there. She seems like she's doing just fine, though.
We'll say it again and again, Dom, but this is a real opportunity for the Spartans to both get back to 500 and capitalize as we go into a new calendar. Oh, snap throw by Farrell. Caught Jansen off guard. She makes a good adjustment there to avoid that one going to the outfield. And Lauren Reyes was there backing up just in case that one got by Jansen.
Yeah, but to hit home on your point about getting back to 500, that's always nice to set as a goal when you have a losing record.
So Chopper, Profit fielding, strong throw. Jansen makes the pick, 2 down.
As they head into conference play this weekend against Florida Tech, really important to get to 500 for the confidence and for the record books as well.
Thanks again for joining us tonight. We hope you join us for that matchup. Tom and I will be here. That should be a prime time matchup. Tonight is a great one. Here we are in the top of the third. One is laced down the line, just foul. A little bit early that time was Welsh. With Holstein on second, a base hit would likely score a run with Cassie Holstein's outstanding speed. Courtney Rogers, first baseman, awaits on deck. The 0-1 from Kay. Kay bobbles, stays with it, strong throw to Jansen, and that will conclude the top half of the third inning. All zeros on the board. We'll head to the bottom of the third right after this.
Leading off the bottom half of the third for the Spartans is Lauren Reyes. She did not play in the first game. Coach Cantor is getting her in the lineup here and getting her some repetitions. Lauren Reyes has appeared in 12 games so far this year. This will be her 13th. She's 5 for 22 on the season.
Yeah, you mentioned Lauren Reyes, another face. We're seeing a lot of variety here for the Spartans in these 2 games, utilizing their incredible depth to their advantage.
Yeah, Lauren Reyes is a sophomore out of Steinbrenner High School. Her and Emily Jansen played together 2 years ago in the local Tampa area. So pretty cool to have those 2 teammates carry on the legacy here to University of Tampa.
Reyes with a strong hit. Let's see if it goes in the gap. Cut off very nicely by the right fielder Holstein, limiting Rogers to a single. But going oppo there, just impressive hitting over the outstretched arms of the second baseman, Michaela Miller.
A great job by the right fielder, Cassie Holstein, to cut it off the play. And I really thought that was a double out the box, to be honest with you. Now to bring up Erica Matic for the Spartans. She shows hands, but she'll pull back and a snap throw down to first base, where Lauren Reyes is safe by a hair.
Very close play on the snap throw. Michaela Miller sneaking behind Reyes. Reyes quick to get back.
Matic shows hands again, foul ball. Down the first base line and out of play.
1-1 count to Erica Matic, second baseman for the Spartans.
She's another local Tampa product. She graduated from Wharton High School. And she'll show hands and swing and a miss.
5'8" junior now faces a 1-2 count against Erin Unterbrick.
Matic fouled that one straight back. So we've got a 1-2 count here with nobody away. And Lauren Reyes standing on first base.
Yeah, Spartans got their 2 runs in the second inning last game, 3 in the third. So let's see if the third inning is good to them again. Runner on first base for Erica Matic. Nice job by Matic, just extenuating this at bat, making Unterbrick work.
Matic gets it done on the field, off the field as well, as she was Sunshine State Conference honor roll, where she scored a perfect 4.0 GPA last year.
Very impressive, both on and off the field, Erica Matic. These student athletes, sometimes you carried away from the word athlete rather than students, so it is a 1-2 combination, so good to see that. And now we have a full count, so Erica Matic making Unterbrick really have to work, and good opportunity for the Spartans here. Payoff on the way. We'll do it again.
Great job here by Matic, making Unterbrink work. I feel like Unterbrink's kind of cruised so far here this evening.
Yeah, bottom of the order, doing the job for the Spartans. Serena Cortez, leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. Full count pitch. Crushed foul. Matic looking to make contact here, putting the ball in play, making the defense work. And the payoff. Punched through the middle. The runners advance to first and second as the lineup flips over. Serena Cortez with an excellent opportunity. Runners on first and second, no outs. Spartans on the move.
Kind of surprised that Cortez isn't on the left side of the plate here. As like we mentioned earlier, she's got the wheels on the left side, and if she were to put down a bunt, she'd be able to move the runners over here with none away.
Here's the bump.
And there's the bunt that we speak of. It's a great job by Cramer down there at third base. Corralling the base softball and throwing it over to first.
Credit Cortez doing the job, advancing the runners into scoring position now. Shelby Press, one of the hottest hitters for the Spartans coming into the game. Opportunity here to drive in 2 with the base hit. Press fouls the first pitch off.
Yeah, as we mentioned in Game 1 this past weekend against Rollins, Shelby Press was able to connect with an inside-the-park home run in which she drove the ball the opposite direction and beat the right fielder. Scored 2 runs.
When Press is in a good groove, that really propels the Spartans to the next level. Need contributions in and out. Spartans doing that with tremendous all-around play. The 1-1 to Press. Taken outside. Hitters count 2-1.
Last year, Shelby had 24 hits in the whole season. She's already more than halfway there in the 2018 campaign.
Taking her game to new heights. Shelby Press 2-1. Underbrick delivers. Inside corner. Big time pitch there. 2-2 the count.
Not sure Coach Canner agreed with that one. A little bit up, a little bit in. But Press is still alive here with a 2-2 count. Reyes standing on third and Matic standing on second.
The
That's
pitch is
no
nice
play
catch
by Cramer down there at third base.
And Cramer quickly caught that and then tried to get the swipe tag, trying to get the third base runner sleeping there, Bailey Phillips. Pardon me, that was Lauren Reyes on third. Try to get Reyes.
Spartans need a base hit here by McKaylee Dooley. She grounded into a double play in the first inning. But she's got runners on the pond here and look to drive in 1, if not 2, on a base hit.
Even though McKaylee's not in the field for this game, she can still make an indentation at the batter's box, runners in scoring position.
Now, with question for you, with Bailey Phillips batting so well, you think Coach Canner at some point this season might try to move Dooley out of the 3-hole and maybe give the freshman a chance? You think that's a good idea? I mean, Dooley's been struggling a little bit here as of late.
And you mentioned, Dom, we have a switch. We had Mike McDermott behind home plate first game. Now we have Krista Hanukkah. So the players do have to adjust to the strike zone. Obviously, every umpire has a different strike zone. So here we go, 1-2 from Underbrink.
Yeah, you're absolutely right between the batters and the pitchers. Both have to figure out the new zone and go from there. I will say these umpires have been better tonight than the umpires we had over the weekend. Umpires on Saturday were all over the place. It was kind of brutal for the Spartans.
Check swing by Dooley. Underbrink, underhand flip to Rogers. That will conclude the third inning. It's 0-0, a defensive affair. We'll get ready for the fourth right after this. Welcome back. First pitch from Sam K. Courtney Rogers with a hard ground ball to Emily Profit. Strong throw across the diamond to Emily Jansen. 1 down.
It's a good job by Profit bouncing back after last inning where she committed an error. Able to scoop that one up and chuck it over to first base.
Profit plays such a sound shortstop that when she doesn't make a play, it comes off as a surprise because she does it time and time again. It's just so automatic. Great glove work there.
Now standing at the plate, Victoria Scott for the Cardinals. She swings and misses and is down an 0-2 count already.
Scott was 0 for 3 in the first game. Getting an opportunity batting 5th here.
It's nice to see Sam K kind of settle in ever since that first inning where she was almost in some trouble.
Pitch taken outside. You mentioned Jason Davis went out there in the first inning, really weathered the storm for Sam K, got her under control, and she's looked dominant since that. Count evens, full count now to Scott. The payoff. Hit in the center field, cut off nicely by Cortez, but Scott gets her first hit of the night.
I thought Profit had a shot at that one.
And that ball was hit on a line.
28, Mallory Chapman.
So important to always be on edge. Now up to the plate, designated player Mallory Chapman. Chopper, nice play by Kay. Relay to Profit. Bang, bang. Emily Profit, what a throw, and that will do it. Top half of the 4th inning. Electric defense by your Tampa Spartans. As we prepare for the bottom of the 4th inning, taking a look down, both pitchers doing a very nice job keeping the opposing lineup in check here. Be interesting to see which team can crack first.
Spartans got the hottest part of the lineup coming up here with Phillips, Farrell, followed up by Emily Profit. All three of them are having pretty good nights so far between the 2 games. I think this might be the opportunity here. Spartans take advantage of it.
Such a joy to watch these Spartans grow as a team, playing around each other. Trying to get back to 500 here and end the month of February on a high note. Pitch to Bailey Phillips outside. Ball 1 from Erin Unterbrick. Count evens, 1-1. One and 2 now on Phillips. Will shorten up the swing. Unterbrick's ready. Phillips is ready. Let's do it. Count goes 2-2. Defense playing straight up for the Cardinals. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. Strikeout by Unterbrick. Phillips tried to check the swing to no avail.
That was a good pitch there by Unterbrink. Really painting that outside corner and making Phillips think about it.
Maddie Farrell takes strike one. She had 2 rocket doubles in the first game before ultimately being pulled out for Rachel Foote. So Maddie Farrell, opportunity here, get the Spartans going.
Last year as a freshman, Farrell played in 39 games, as we mentioned before, but she led the team in RBIs as a freshman. So that was pretty big for her confidence level. Just get some games underneath the belt, carry that into the season. She's one of the leading players on the team and the catcher and the captain behind home plate.
We notice here that these fans are much more engaged. Not to say that they weren't in the first game, but a 5-0 lead kind of has the momentum and the tempo as Chopper here retires Farrell. Nice play by Michaela Miller. Back to my point, it's which team is going to execute first because both pitchers are so dialed in.
Now batting number 4, Emily Crawford.
Yeah, both pitchers are doing pretty well in the circle tonight. It's nice to be able to throw a different pitcher out there for game 2 of a doubleheader and not have to rely solely on one player. As Emily Prophet fouls that one down the left field line, just out of reach of the third baseman, Jackie Cramer.
A little bit early on the swing for Prophet. That one could have been 2, perhaps 3.
Prophet grounded out the shortstop back in the second inning.
That one's going to be trouble. Yes, it will be. It's a base hit. Emily Prophet just poked out into right field. Nice piece of hitting by Emily Prophet.
Just having a solid day tonight. Really taking over for Christina Clawberg and filling in just fine.
Emily Jansen steps into the plate. First baseman for your Tampa Spartans. Hit to third base. That will conclude the 4th inning. There's been a pitcher's duel here in the second half of the Cardinals Tampa game. We'll get ready for the 5th inning. Stay tuned.
5th inning.
Michaela Miller lead off for the Cardinals here in the top half of the 5th inning. She shows hands and fouls that one straight back.
Now batting number 20, Michaela Miller.
Playing in on the corners for Michaela Miller following that bunt attempt. See if she'll go back to it. Not showing there. She'll take ball 1-1 the count.
Sam K seems like she's in a zone here, only allowing 1 hit on the evening. She skips that one. just a few feet in front of the home plate.
Yeah, Sam K has tremendous stuff. A lot of different options in her arsenal. I think the one thing is command, as we mentioned. Came out a little bit flat in the beginning, but quickly rebounded. Got Michaela Miller to chase there. Count goes to 2-2.
As you pointed out, the pitchers meeting with with assistant coach, Jackie Davis. I wonder what she said there to really set her into gear.
Ripped into center. Michaela Miller is on base. Next up, third baseman Jackie Cramer.
So the one thing that Sam K does really well is she fields her own position. She almost had that snag there, but as you've seen 3-4 times here tonight, she's gotten balls hit right back at her, and she's able to make a good play. Last inning, she ended the inning on a double play, hit right back at her. Nice relationship between her and Emily Prophet out at shortstop to be able to turn and make the play. 1-6-3 to end the fourth inning.
No doubt about it. Emily Prophet, tremendous footwork, just sliding over, getting the grab, quick touch of second base, and delivering a strong throw that concluded the top half of the fifth. 1-1 now to Jackie Cramer.
Cramer was called out back in the second inning as she made contact with the softball as she was out of the box. So therefore the umpire banged her out. And you're not allowed to do that here.
Yeah, credit Chris DeHonica, staying on top of things, doing a good job as a crew chief. The 2-1. The bunt is good, and this one
sits right on the foul line. As Maddie Farrell thought it was going to go foul, but it ended up just sitting on that chalk.
As in any sport, softball, a matter of inches. That one sat perfectly on the stripe. It's a base hit.
Base hit in the books, right? That's all that matters.
Probably one of the easiest hits of Jackie Cramer's career. A little dribbler that goes a few feet.
Coach Canner looked like she's going to bring in Dooley here.
We saw this against Warner in the season opener. Michaela Dooley, just a complete game. They came in relief. This is a big game for the Spartans. They are 7-8 right now. Mentioned going into some Sunshine State Conference play games coming up, so everyone counts.
Speaking of everything counting, every run counts here. As Coach Canner pulls the trigger quick and brings in Michaela Dooley. Kind of an interesting decision to make as Sam K's been having a pretty good day so far.
Sam K on the hook for both the runners on base. However, a very impressive start for Sam K. Think about it, she goes 4+ innings. Good work, not allowing any of the Cardinals to cross home plate. On the other side, though, Erin Unterbrick doing a good job of just holding these Spartan hitters down. They have yet to find a rhythm at the plate against Unterbrick. So we'll see if Michaela Dooley can continue what she did in the first game against this very similar lineup for the Cardinals.
Yeah, career high 14 strikeouts from Michaela Dooley in game one this evening.
First pitch fouled off. Cassie Holstein, one of the better hitters for this Cardinal team, up at the plate. Bunting fielded nicely there. Strong throw by Bailey Phillips. 1 down. With runners on second and third.
Yeah, you've got Jackie Cramer standing at third, Michaela Miller at second base. Vice versa. Michaela Miller at third base, Jackie Cramer at second with 1 away.
Heather Pinney now opportunity to capitalize. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Cardinals on the move.
It's actually leadoff hitter Cassie Holstein here at the plate for the Cardinals.
Penny awaits on deck. So now we have the matchup. Holstein versus Dooley. It doesn't get any better than this.
Holstein's reached base twice in this game by way of a walk in the first and an error by Emily Prophet back in the third inning.
Healthy cut by Holstein to no avail. 0-2 now. See if Michaela Dooley can get her to punched out in the left. That's going to be a fair ball. Going home. The throw. Oh, what a play.
There's the athleticism by Shelby Press out in left field. She fielded that and threw it all in one motion, off-balanced, off one leg, and throws a strike to home plate.
Very unorthodox sequence. When it all unfolds, there'll still be runners on second and third. But the out-recorded, outstanding play in left by Shelby Press. A strong throw to Farrell. Great swipe tag, blocking the plate.
Yeah, like you said, like you mentioned, great job by Maddie Farrell blocking the plate. And Cassie Holstein showed off the wheels, advancing to second base on the throw by Shelby Press.
So now Heather Pinney will get this opportunity. Runners in scoring position, looking to break this game open for the Cardinals. Swung on and missed. McKaylee Dooley is still on fire. She has not lost a thing since that first game. She's coming in, delivering outstanding pitches. Quickly behind in the count, Penny is 0-2.
Yeah, Penny's 0 for 5 on the night so far. She's kind of slumping, and Dooley's going to put her away for the final out.
McKaylee Dooley comes in relief, and hey, Dom, McKaylee Dooley coming in and putting on that performance that makes head coach Leslie Cantor look like a genius making that pitching change. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth right after this. Here we go. This game is going by very fast. It's a pitcher's duel. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Erin Unterbrink is dealing for the Cardinals. That ball is roped foul.
Some good contact there by Lauren Reyes.
Number 17, Lauren Reyes.
She drove the ball to the outfield, right center field last time for a base hit.
Hit it spot on. I was just going to say she went oppo with a nice job over the outer portion of the plate, lifting it over Michaela Miller's outstretched arms and poking it in right field. Looking good there, right on it, a little bit early on that first pitch there from Unterbrink. Reyes, looper. Catch made by Jackie Cramer.
Now batting number 12.
Now with McKaylee Dooley out there, it just takes one run, and then you feel pretty confident because she has been a force to be reckoned with tonight. Cardinals do not want to see her on the mound, so Spartans just need to get one, and they should be in good shape. Here's Shelby Press.
Yeah, as we mentioned, it was an interesting decision by Coach Cantor to pull Sam Kay and put Dooley in the game, but it ended up paying off as Dooley shut the door and kept this game at a 0-0 ball game.
Erica Matic up to the plate. Second baseman for the Spartans. An excuse me swing, foul. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, I wonder if Unterbrink's got some movement in her pitches, as there's been a lot of check swings, I feel like, here in game two. Hitters not sure if they want to pull the trigger or not. By the time they can think about it, it's too late.
1-2, taken outside. 2-2 the count to Erica Matic. Spartans just need to shoot one of these gaps. Defense playing straight in the outfield. That one is ripped sky high. Going to be a tough play.
That one's off the netting as the third baseman, Jackie Cramer, runs into the bleachers. But she looks like she's going to do just fine.
She's okay. Always running into the pillars can be a little bit frightening. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, between the brick wall there and you got the catcher running forward as well. Good thing we didn't see anything, any collision there, any dangerous play.
And you see Serena Cortez not willing to move, holding her ground in the batter's on deck circle. Not trying to help Cramer there.
Speaking of Cortez waiting on deck, bringing around the top of the order for the Spartans. Hopefully manufacture a run or two.
You can hear the Cardinals faithful, a few jeers, not happy with the call. Nonetheless, full count to Erica Matic. And the pitch, foul.
Way out of play.
Into left field corner. We'll do it again. Full count to Erica Matic. Spoiled again. Great at bat by Erica, making under brick work.
So this is the first meeting ever between Wheeling Jesuit and the University of Tampa. Wheeling Jesuit out of West Virginia. And they played this past weekend out in Orlando in the Citrus Classic. As Matic fouls that one back and out of play.
Erica is making under brick work. That's what you like to see. Great work by the second baseman for Tampa.
Yeah, really want to make her work. And the fatigue factor could be setting in as they played 8 games since Friday afternoon.
Yeah, want to get to the bullpen. Unterbrink has been... That one is crushed. This could be trouble. It will be. Erica might go for 3 here, and it looks like she will hold up wisely. Strong throw by the left fielder, Elaine York. But Erica Matic crushes that in the left field corner. That's what the Spartans needed as Serena Cortez flips the lineup here for the Spartans.
That could be the spark they needed to really get going here in the bottom half of the 5th. It's getting late and 0-0 ball game. Every runner in scoring position matters.
Big at bat here for Serena Cortez, looking to capitalize for the Tampa Spartans. There you go. There's a base hit. Here comes Erica. She's getting the signal. Here comes the relay. Not in time, and going to second on the throw is Serena Cortez. Serena is slowly getting out of that funk. Crushed down the third baseline, scoring Erica Matic. 1-0 Tampa.
Yeah, it's a huge job by the senior leader, Serena Cortez. Coming through in the clutch and putting the Spartans up 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
I love the aggression on the base paths.
You know, that's
running hard out of the gate. Serena Cortez advancing to second. That's huge for the Spartans.
That's the one thing I've seen with Serena Cortez. When she's aggressive at the plate, swinging at the first few pitches, she has a lot more success. Against when she gets down in the count and she's got to batter her way back, maybe going against the pitcher's off speed or however. And speaking of the off speed, Shelby Press swing and a miss on a nice pitch by Aaron Unterbrink.
Shelby will look to driving another run for the Spartans, getting an insurance run here. Dom, the Spartans are 6 outs away with McKaylee Dooley. You have to feel confident in the driver's seat here, looking to sweep the game day-night doubleheader.
Yeah, Dooley's a workhorse out here for the Spartans, and whenever she's in the circle, you feel pretty confident. Spartans have a good chance in the game.
1-1 to Shelby Press. Unterbrink delivers.
As I keep talking about the 8 games, now 9 games after the first game of the doubleheader. They played 9 games since Friday. They've lost 4 straight, has Wheeling Jesuit. So they're looking to get off the schneid as well.
Shelby punches one into right field. Serena holds up wisely with only 1 out. Runners on the corners. McKaylee Dooley, who was the designated player to start, now in the circle as the pitcher. Opportunity to give herself a bigger lead.
Yeah, has a chance to help herself here. Driving another insurance run for the Spartans. Spartans are pretty dominant in 2-run games. They got a 4-2 record in the year when it's a 2-run game. So this insurance run matters significantly.
Unterbrink versus Dooley, and going to second is Shelby Press, showing off the speed there. Second and third now for McKaylee Dooley. One 0 to McKaylee. Punched. Sky high to the second baseman. Miller.
See, McKaylee Dooley didn't run it out the box, but she still was called safe after the error by the second baseman.
That's something, though, that Coach Leslie Cantor's not going to be happy about, though. McKaylee Dooley's got to run thoroughly out of the box just in case you have a scenario like that. You think it's going to be a catch. It's not a catch until the complete process is made. We've seen that in so many sports. Is it a catch? Is it not a catch? You got to. Here we go. Bailey Phillips with a drive. Bases loaded. It'll stay that way now. 2-0 Spartans.
Yeah, it's a great job by Bailey Phillips, just putting the ball in play, making something happen. Coach Cantor held Shelby Press coming around third very, very late. But it's a great job by Shelby Press to keep coming until she hears otherwise. But getting back to McKaylee Dooley, I think that's something of frustration. She's kind of been slumping recently, and that flare to second base couldn't help her confidence at all. But definitely got to run out the box at all times.
Spartans benefit. Now holding a 2-0 lead, looking to break this one wide open. Bases loaded, 1 out. This could be in the fifth inning what the Spartans have been looking for this entire game. Finally getting the right kind of reads off the pitcher, Erin Unterbrick. This is the first time all game that she's really faced adversity.
Yeah, this is the third time through the lineup for the Spartans. So they're probably getting a good read on the pitches now and figuring out what kind of off-speed she's got. Making contact, putting the ball in play, and as a wise coach once told me, you put the ball in play, only good things will happen. As you saw there with McKaylee Dooley, put the ball in play, and second baseman fumbled it, and here we are still with 1 out. Bases loaded for the Spartans. Maddie Farrell at the plate.
Unterbrick delivers. Bit high. You wonder if the lights, the bright, shiny lights, might have factored into perhaps Michaela Miller not keeping concentration on that one, or whether it's just more of a mental thing. Who knows? Pitch on the black, evens the count 1-1.
That's a grunt out of Unterbrink there. She really upped the velocity on that and able to paint the corner.
This is a monumental point in this game. Cardinals need to keep this at a minimum if they want a chance, because they're facing McKaylee Dooley, who's been, dare I say, unstoppable today. Just been lights out, magnificent, phenomenal, however you want to put it. It's been a pleasure to watch.
14 Ks in the first game. That was a heck of a performance.
Maddie serves one in a right. This should be, at the very least, a sac fly. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Scoring is Shelby Press. Advancing to third is McKaylee Dooley. It's a sac fly for Maddie Farrell. 3-0 Tampa.
Yeah, it's a great team play there by Maddie Farrell, driving in her 7th RBI of the season.
Here's Emily Profit now. Runners on the corners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, we've got Dooley at third, and we've got Bailey Phillips at first for the Spartans with 2 away.
Emily ropes it right at the third baseman. Cramer should be a base hit there. 4-0 Spartans.
Profit seems to be taking advantage of her second career start, and she's having a heck of a night for the Spartans.
Now batting number 19, Elaine Jansen.
Can't say enough. The role Christina Clawberg, who's currently injured, has played in the development of Emily Profit, who really does not look like a freshman out there making her first start at all. She looks like she's been there before, just letting the game come easily to her.
You know, it's really no surprise that she's playing so well. She played in high school as an 8th grader. So she's got some experience. She was a state champion back in 2016. She led her team in 2016 she led the team in triples back in 2016. And she was named first team All-State in her senior year.
She's been in the big moment for a while, showing it here for the Spartans. They sport a 4-0 lead and an incredible 10 hits for the Spartans. Add that on top of what they did earlier. as they had 8 hits in the Game 1 victory. Elaine Jansen, first baseman, at the dish.
So Jansen's only a freshman, but she's got something else hidden up the sleeve as she can also pitch. Back in high school, she went 17-6, and she sported a 1.60 ERA. Pretty dominant inside the circle. Nice thing to have waiting for Coach Canner and the Spartans.
A complete arsenal here for Emily Jansen. You can do it at first base, in the batter's box, in the circle. That's a chopper second. Michaela Miller bobbles. And that will fall. Everyone advances, bases loaded with 2 outs.
Now batting number 17, Lauren Reyes.
Now Lauren Reyes, bases loaded.
Going back to the old adage, put the ball in play, good things will happen, you know. Force the second baseman, Michaela Miller, to make a play. As she backhands it, stops it from going to the outfield, but now we got the bases juiced with 2 outs.
1-0 to Lauren Reyes.
And the Spartans have batted it around here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, really taking the momentum that came from Dooley shutting them down.
Now 2-0 on Reyes, hitters count. The 2-0 to Lauren Reyes. In there for strike 1.
This is Reyes' 13th game played on the season. She's already got 2 multi-hit games. And a second hit in this ball game would be huge for the Spartans.
This one will roll foul. Count goes to 2-2.
Now batting number 12, Erica Maddich.
2-2 now to Lauren Reyes. A little bit high. Count is full. No place to put Reyes here for Unterbrink. She needs to attack. Base on balls would result into the 5th run for the Spartans.
Yeah, base hit ball 4. Runners will be in motion with the 3-2 count.
And the payoff. Chopper up the middle. Could be trouble, and it is. This should play 2. The throw up the line. That will hold the runner. On the play, they hold Profit.
Yeah, Emily Profit coming around third there, kind of slowed up. Maybe she thought
12, Erica Maddich.
she didn't have a chance, but as me and you both thought, she did have a chance. But, however, Lauren Reyes drives in a run here to extend the lead to 5-0.
Molly Welsh came in strong on that. That has an effect as why Emily Profit did not score. Opportunity here for Erica Maddich. Taking for a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1. Roped into left field. This one will fall. Running they come. This will clear the bases. Erica Maddich, a bases clearing double. And it's all Tampa after this 5th inning. An explosion on the scoreboard for Tampa.
That one will walk it off for the Spartans, I believe. As it's an 8-run mercy here in the 5th inning.
That'll do it. That's all she wrote. 8-0.
The second double of this game for Erica Maddich, and that one comes through huge as the bases clearing double to take the 8-0 victory and the doubleheader for the Spartans.
Incredible, Dom. 8 runs in 1 inning. It just shows what the Tampa Spartans are capable of. They were on full display here. 2 wins. The Tampa Spartans entered this match at 6-8. They leave 8-8, and they close the month of February on a very positive note.
Yeah, it's a huge doubleheader victories for the Spartans. Be nice to build that into this weekend when they take on Florida Tech in conference play. Spartans really came up big there. They took the momentum from Dooley coming in and shutting them down in the 4th inning, and they carried that into the offensive side in the bottom of the 5th and really grinded this one out for 4.5 innings. Looked like there was going to be no offense, and then they really exploded here in the bottom of the 5th.
Look at 2 hits for the Cardinals in the first game, 4 here in the second game, a combined 6 hits compared to the Spartans, 8 in the first game and 13 here in the second game, a 21-6 hit advantage. Also results into a very successful final score when you look at it, 5-0 and an 8-0 lead. Speaking for both Dom Gondale, I am Connor Moore. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next as the Spartans go on the road for Florida Tech. They'll go to Melbourne, Florida, Friday, March 2nd, Saturday, March 3rd. They'll next be here in Tampa, Tuesday, March 6th, as they play Southwest Minnesota State, 2 o'clock. It's a doubleheader. We'll see you then. Signing off. Have a great night, everybody.